This is a meeting for the Douglas Cemetery Commission for Thursday, August 25th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. I am Betsy Youngsma, the chairperson, and Sarah Geemond, the secretary, and Lee Lyons, the treasurer. All are here, present and accounted for.
All aboard.
All right.
We have a quorum. Treasurer's report.
According to my records and what I've signed for the lawn care, we should have $6,960 left.
Okay, and that's with the turnover in July, so that's the new budget.
Correct.
Yeah.
6960.
Wonderful.
Okay. And I guess that would bring us to the next thing, which was the mowing contract and putting it out to bid, an update on that. And I did follow up on that. So
Is
I,
this-
yeah,
that's
that's
this.
the email. Yep. Yeah, I got an email from
Did you get a copy of this too?
Yes.
Okay.
the town administrator about, what triggers needing a contract and how to
Putting it up for
I
bid.
asked him how we would go about putting it up for bid. So he basically said because our budget is close to and occasionally over the 10,000, it triggers two things. So we need a written contract for any work over 10,000. And then anything under 10 could be awarded using sound business practices. But over that, up to 50K, the contract would only be awarded after at least 3 written quotes have been solicited.
Yep,
So I
that
think
is
we gotta
correct.
put it out to bid. And then it must be awarded to the responsible and responsive vendor offering the lowest price. So our first step is to make a written purchase description.
Of what we
That
need
sets
done.
out our expectations of what we need done, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And from that, I guess we'd have to seek quotes from there, so I guess that
What-
leaves us to writing a written purchase description. So I didn't know if we have anything like in our files.
Betsy, do you know how many times a year they have been mowing on average?
It's usually 6 to 8.
Okay.
So yeah, if you figure, what is it, almost $1,500 every time they mow.
Yeah, it's 1,400 currently, and they haven't raised it on us, which is a good thing.
Correct.
So if we're not giving them more than 10,000 a year, I think it would behoove us to stay with them.
For this year.
Yeah, at least this year.
Yeah, because the weather this year,
They're
It's
not
dry.
gonna mow 8 times this year. Probably not.
that's correct. You hope too.
I know this on like some areas of the cemetery under the trees and stuff where it stays moist, the grass is growing, but out in the vast majority of it, it's all brown and dead.
Right,
It is.
So if we can keep it on, if we're gonna be under $10,000, I recommend that we stay with the company we have now because we're happy with them.
What do you think?
well,
And then towards the end of the year, we could, figure out, based on spending more than 10,000 next year, what, the description and everything that we have
Yeah.
to do.
right, I mean, I guess we could put it off if we don't think we're gonna be on that, 10,000 mark. If we're gonna
What do
come,
you
if we're
really
gonna
think,
come under
Sarah?
it. Well, I mean, I don't think it would hurt to look around, but I guess, it could go up because of
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't, anybody else is
gas
gonna charge us
prices and
more.
everything else.
It's gonna be more expensive once we put it out for bid. 'Cause,
Well, why don't we take this year to look?
Yeah,
Get bids, get thoughts and ideas. We have to write up a description anyway.
right,
right,
So sometime when you're home and you're sitting down with your coffee, get out a
Right.
little piece of paper and
Jot down what,
jot down what you think.
Right.
It's the 3 cemeteries. We also have 2 very small town-owned cemeteries, one on Monroe Street and one on the back road to Oxford there. There's that Northwest Main Street. But the man that owns the property around it, he mows that little cemetery.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna interfere with that. The town is also in process of taking it, has not gone through, so we don't really own it yet.
Not yet.
Okay. okay,
But the Thomas one could use a little cleaning up.
Oh, okay.
is that the one on Monroe?
Yeah, it's very small, it's no
Yeah.
bigger than this room almost.
It's probably got 10 or less.
Oh yeah, it's only got like maybe
People.
5 or 6.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
went in there, a few weeks ago and, you know,
Just
pulled
pulled
out
up
some
stuff.
weeds and stuff, so I'll go in there with my weed whacker if you want, you know.
Okay, and I
can
mean,
make-
if you want, you can put that in as well. I mean,
Yeah,
they
like an
periodically,
upkeep
they
or
don't have to mow it like
periodic
all
care
the
of it.
time.
No.
Yeah.
But
Should
take a look
we-
at
should
it.
And
we
it's,
say-
it's basically in the woods. You know?
It is.
So it's, you know, it's probably not a good thing to put a lawnmower in there either.
No, but it's nice to, if it's somewhat maintained, and then
Yeah.
it detracts somebody vandalizing it, because I think people say, oh, somebody really cares about this.
Right.
Yeah,
And I also think that anybody that needs to go in and do some form of history or family research has access to it.
right. Okay,
Should we put a cap on like how many times a year we want it mowed when we write out a description? Like, should we say like,
Can't go over $10,000,
Yeah.
can't go over $12,000 per
right,
year.
something like that, maybe, or,
well, if if we keep it under $10,000 a year, we don't even have to put it out for bid, so.
right,
Right. It's nice to have a contract out, because
Yeah, well, I
that
mean,
saves you from problems in the future with somebody.
well, we could have a contract without putting it out for bid. We could choose who we want and have a contract with them. Right?
Yeah, I think,
If
did I
it's-
give you
yeah,
the
if
old
it's
contract?
under, I saw it, but I don't know if I took it home. It might be back in the,
In the cupboard?
yeah.
Well, you, sometime when you're here, take a look through there, cause I think there
Oh,
might be
okay.
some very old ones.
Oh,
But
alright.
nothing's changed in the cemeteries
Yeah,
too
so
much,
it'll still be about the same.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, alright, I'll work on writing up a little something. I mean, I suppose it doesn't have to be too long, just a brief little
Okay.
synopsis of what we need, I don't know. And if you have anything you wanna add to it, let me know.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a Sarah's baby. Buffer zone, letter update. Letter is here and ready for everybody to sign.
Yay!
Yay! Very short and to the point.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said, just put a request. They do the rest, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So-
Oh, that's good to know.
Yep.
Alright, so to the board, the Cemetery Commission voted on the 26th of May to have the town place a buffer zone of 50 feet around all the cemeteries and family burial grounds in the town of Douglas. This is an act of preservation, as many older burial grounds have no known boundary lines and therefore cannot be determined by stones alone. Sincerely, and then we sign it. Awesome.
Yep, sound
Okay.
good?
That sounds good to me.
Good.
And this is just to prevent us from
It prevents from somebody
going into somebody else's
building a
grave.
house right up to the border of the cemetery, because you don't know if that's really the borderline.
Right.
Katie Grace said 50 feet is standard, so go with that.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna make a copy of that. And, so if you make a copy of that, Sarah, and keep that, then we
Oh,
can
okay.
we just can drop it off next door, can't we?
Yeah, I think
Good.
so. You want me to go make a copy now?
Yeah,
Alright.
you can just do it here.
Oh, okay. Easy enough.
Alright, so that's all set. See what happens next. I don't think I'm gonna plant any oak trees this year because of the drought.
Okay.
The air, even the trees in the front along by the cemetery that were planted 5 years ago are brown as a crispy.
Yeah.
So,
So this will be
Yeah, I think we'll look at it next spring.
Did you end up getting anybody to volunteer their monetary or services to planting?
No, but I might look in the Mozinski's backyard and see what's up there. I like free. See if the town, if John Fern will help me plant.
The that tree in the corner, there's a couple of branches that probably have to come off of it.
The dead ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that on here as new business,
Okay.
cause I don't think it's up in the, I don't think it's up here.
Yeah, I know you didn't want to take the whole thing down, but
No, I don't wanna take the whole thing down. The crows like that tree.
Alright, there's the original,
Oh, that's great.
and I made a copy for each of us.
Oh, fabulous.
Alright.
Look at that. All right, oak trees, nothing's gonna be planted this year, we don't have enough water for it.
Yeah, that makes sense,
Not
yeah.
even enough water for the 5 pieces of grass that are up
Right.
there.
Yeah, that's
Flagpole,
understandable. Yeah. Alright.
purchased and in the ground.
oh, it's already in the ground?
It's already there.
Oh,
Where is it?
It's the first entrance if you're coming from,
Southeast Main Street?
yeah,
Is it on somebody's plot?
no,
You checked that with John Furno?
I did.
Okay,
It's in between the 2 pine trees next to the stone that's right near the entrance, the first entrance you come to, if you're heading towards the common from here.
the first entrance, the new section.
Yes,
It's in the new section.
it's in the new section.
Gosh, I didn't even see it.
oh, okay.
Well,
I'll have to go by and take a
yesterday
look.
was the first day.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all right, I went by today.
Okay,
Oh.
it's actually beautiful.
Okay,
And thanks to Carl Bradshaw, the Veterans Administration, he's in the Uxbridge Town Hall.
yep,
There's no cost to the town of Douglas.
Okay.
Oh, awesome.
We got the flagpole and a set of 3 flags for, for a couple for the future. And it came with a light, so it doesn't have to be taken down every night.
okay,
Oh, is it like a solar?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
a
awesome.
solar, and it sits on the top, and there's a nice gold ball on top.
okay,
Oh, nice.
It's 20 feet, so it's not
Yep.
too obstructive or whatever you want to call it. But I'm very pleased and
just as long as it's in the new section, I don't want anything in the old section.
no, and it's and like I said, it came with no cost to the town, and thanks to John Furno, his crew
Put it in.
put it in, dug the hole, cemented it.
Yep,
Awesome.
So that is
That's done.
completed.
Project complete. That's good, we can check that one off our list. Next thing on here is discuss rules and regulations new flyer, so if we wanted to make a new flyer based on what we had discussed before.
Right.
Because we have only those old flyers with
We
like
do,
the
which I think
previous
I gave you.
commissioners and.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know if we wanna design something new, or like,
do we really need a flyer?
do we wanna have one, like one of those?
Or can't we just put it out on our web, I think our
Yeah.
webpage should be
Yeah,
updated.
okay, well, it'll
with
save
more
us, save us some
information than it
trees. Alright.
Are either
Yeah.
of you good with designing the web?
Well, we don't have to, you have to give it to the town and then they
And
put
then
it
they-
up,
And then they
correct?
do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Because I'm not good with that.
No, but I just think that a flyer is unfortunately is permanent, whereas a webpage can
Yeah,
always be
right.
updated and changed and
that
renewed.
makes sense.
I also think that people at 11 o'clock at night are gonna say, oh gee, I should go down to the town hall and get a flyer.
Right, yeah.
But maybe I can look on their webpage and that will tell me,
Right,
so,
Alright.
you know, I think if we kept a better eye on that thing, it would be more an update with it. I actually get a lot of calls about cemetery stuff at home, so.
I'm sure.
yeah.
How
Which-
long have you been on the board?
Not long. 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 years. I don't know, I'm not very good with time, I don't pay much attention to it. But I used to go to the meetings when I started documenting the old cemeteries. That was in like 2008, 2005, I think I started.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've lived here all my life.
Yeah.
Right in the same house, so,
Uh-huh.
you know.
Alright. So I guess that brings us to Thomas Family Cemetery and Monroe Street update. Any updates on that?
Well, it's been cleaned
Besides,
out.
it's been cleaned up? Oh, that's awesome.
It's been cleaned up, right?
Yeah.
Semi,
Cleaned up.
the Monroe Street.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Just so it's like accessible kind of and,
And the Stockwell King one has been mowed.
oh, awesome.
That's the one that the town, I think, is in process
Yeah.
of taking. But I haven't heard that they've actually took it yet, so.
Oh, still in process?
These take forever.
Yeah, right. Alright. That brings us to review and approval of the minutes. I didn't print myself a copy of the minutes, but I did print you guys each a copy. They're a little long, I don't know if I said too much in them, but I tried to get everything we covered.
More is better.
Right.
Okay, so it's near the Brock, that's where it is, okay. Dead poetry. Oh. Pros
It's in
watch
there.
over that cemetery better than I do.
Right.
Oh, yeah, see them every day, they fly over my house.
Oh.
I vote to approve the minutes of June 30th?
Correct.
Yep, because we missed last month.
We
Right,
missed
sorry.
last month.
Okay,
All right,
somebody needs to second it.
second.
All approved?
Aye.
All right, aye. So we approved those, and then the only thing I had for new business was I made a group on Facebook for like people that would be interested in volunteering in the cemeteries.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
should we
good.
do any kind of preservation efforts or, you know, gravestone cleaning or picking up branches or whatnot if we wanted to organize anything. So I did make a group, and I think last time I checked, it had about like 20 or so members.
Yep.
Really?
People that joined, so, yeah. So,
Did you
and
ever call that lady?
I think I sent her an email, and I didn't hear back,
Emma
so
Plum, oh, yeah.
I could try to call her, but, yeah, I had emailed her, but I didn't get a response, so.
Okay,
Not sure, but, yeah, so if she's still interested,
I don't know if she had thought that she could do volunteer work for the spring.
oh, yeah.
And, cause the school year is a different year, I don't know how that works in the school, so.
Yeah, right. That I'm not sure, but if anyone else wants to volunteer, feel free to reach out to us.
Okay,
All right, and was there anything else? You had mentioned you wanted to do a site walk at the cemetery sometime. Do you?
I think we should go down and look at it. And I think, cause I think that's a good idea. I
Yeah,
mean, to at least
okay.
view them a couple times a year, the South Street one
Right.
and the Douglas Center
Yeah.
and yours down by your
Yeah.
house.
All right, we could
Just
do
to see
that.
what they look like.
Do you want to put it on the agenda for next meeting, or do you want to like put it on for October? Or?
Well, we'll put it in for October.
Okay, that sounds good.
Be
I'll
cooler
add
then.
that. Yeah, so we'll do an October cemetery walk. Do you want to pick a day now, or for that, or?
They'll pick a day.
Oh, okay. Let's take a look.
I'm good at that.
Well, I know.
I'm not very good with days and times. After you retire, they don't make much difference to you.
Well, after October 15th, my seasonal job is done, so I'm free anytime after the 15th of October. So,
Are you still at Walmart?
yes, Yep, still doing grower, taking care of the mums.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
mum
Oh,
season,
Oh,
yeah.
Already?
Yeah, already, we
Gosh,
just
if you
started
put 'em out
getting
too
them
early, they
in. Yep,
bake.
yeah, I know, that's the
The
thing.
Halloween candy's been in the store for 2 or
Right?
3 weeks.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
disgusting,
they really
terrible.
push that fast, you know? But, let's see.
Next month will be Christmas.
Yep.
We could do October, oops, what did I do? Do you wanna do Thursday, October 27th?
We don't work, so it all depends on what
okay.
you want.
Let's say Thursday, October 27th, cause that works for me.
Okay.
And I'll put it in my calendar now.
October 27th,
Yep. Cemetery.
what time?
Do you wanna do like a morning, like
Sure.
10:30 or 11
Yep,
or?
sounds good.
Okay, we'll do 10:30, I guess. Put it in my calendar.
And we could all meet at a certain one at 10:30?
Yeah, we can just
Yeah.
meet at the Douglas Center.
Okay, so
Okay.
Douglas Center at 10:30, I'll put it in.
Take a look at the stones inside the,
Gazebo.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's not really the gazebo, it's the screen house.
yeah,
Yeah.
I call
The
it.
gazebo, I think, on the common, I think, oh gosh, I hope they're not over there.
No.
No, nobody's moved them, I know that.
No, and
I don't know what to do with them either.
I was talking to John Furno, and he's gonna try to compile a list of, exactly who's buried where, and then I would like to, either all of us or myself, I will volunteer to look at those broken stones and see if we can't,
Figure out who they are,
who they belong to,
right?
at least some of them.
Yeah.
And then move the rest of them into the vault,
In the tomb.
the tomb, which I figured out how to open.
Oh, yeah.
You have to twirl it and
Right.
and take that handle off. And I went in and it's loaded with leaves and debris,
Yep, it is.
newspapers, but we can clean that out before we
Yeah.
put the stones in and then get a lock for it,
Okay.
I actually went down to look at it because I wanted to see if I could put a lock, and I actually brought a padlock with me that I had bought, but
Oh, yeah?
I realized that there's no way to put the
No
lock through because it would need like a little piece of metal or something that would swing across that loop.
Okay, yeah.
So, because like right now you could put the loop, but you can still untwist the little thing you gotta twist to take it off. So I tried it and I was like, oh, I can still open it, I guess the lock won't matter. So unless like maybe we can have someone put one, I don't know, like if we could
Yeah, well,
fit it with like one of those little straps that goes across that could, like a metal piece that could go across the loop.
Maybe John would
Yeah.
have
maybe we
something
could.
in mind,
Maybe we could ask him about that.
I know, and he's been pestering me about the tree. Yes, you
Oh.
can cut down the dead branches.
Okay.
Is he going to do that, or does he has money to do that? I think he did tell me
Yeah,
that.
he's also the tree warden, so.
Right, so he said that the town would take.
All right, I'll talk to him about it.
Okay,
Alright, do you wanna
Sounds-
also ask him about the lock?
Yes, I will.
Okay, awesome.
don't cut down the whole tree though.
No, I know, I'll be very gentle.
Just a haircut,
No,
not
when
a.
Rose will come over and do terrible things in my yard.
The only other thing I wanted to mention was that, we had spoken about putting trash cans in the
Yeah.
cemeteries. As an experiment, I had a couple of extra trash cans at my house, the plastic kind.
Yep,
I put one in the center cemetery, and I put a giant stone on the bottom of it so it can't be
blown
moved.
away.
Yeah.
Yep,
And it has a cover, and it's been there for approximately a month, and I've only had to empty it twice.
Oh,
And it didn't get filled up with everybody's trash from home
Oh,
or
no.
anything. It was good, it was like a coffee cup or the containers for flowers or plants. And-
yeah.
And
Okay.
that's what I
Good.
wanted there
Right.
for.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that sounds
So
like
I put it
that
right
worked.
in the middle of the center cemetery on the edge of the road, near one of the water spigots.
I was gonna say, if you put it near the water thing, then
They'll see it.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's, so far, so good, it's working.
Wonderful. You think, well, if we need them in any other cemetery, I doubt it. I don't, this one they walk in, I don't think the other
Yeah,
two walk.
Yeah.
this one has more traffic than the other ones probably don't have hardly any.
No, cause nobody's been buried in the other ones for
Right,
Right.
100 years, so.
yeah.
Alright, so that's good.
And then in the spring, as far as new business, I would like to get like, hydrangea plants for on the outside of the wall, just to, to make it look better, to plant on the entrance. Like the entrance on
They
southeast,
won't live very long.
because
The
of the salt
fall
and
from the
sand.
road,
Yeah,
kill them right off.
Oh,
well,
Everything dies.
well, maybe I could look into something that might, be hardier, I don't know.
You know what might live, cause I had the same thing, cause I live right at the, when you stop at the stoplight at 1 Southwest Main Street, I live in that white house, that old white house on the left-hand side. Everything I've ever planted in my yard has died,
Died, yeah.
except for the forsythia bushes.
Right.
oh. And those can get a little
And those I have to
scraggly,
pull back,
Yeah,
right?
but they look nice.
Yeah.
And they're green. Right now, there's not enough water down there. Part of the problem is there's no water down there, and whatever tries to live down there just doesn't.
Yeah.
I think we need to establish like a large tree, like an oak tree, where the roots will hold some of the good soil up there. Because when it does rain, it just washes all the loam right off the top and sends it down to the brook.
Yeah.
So that happens too, because before you guys were on, I had Nydam's Landscaping come up and take a look at it. And he said, you will always have that problem until you establish some growth that will hold
The moisture.
the moisture up and hold the good loam up there.
Right.
If you just come up there and dump loam on it, every time it rains, it'll wash it right out again.
Gotcha.
He said, so you're gonna have nothing but sand.
Ah.
So the ground up there is very poor, because it's all been washed down. There is no water source, there's nothing for a sprinkler system.
Right.
So, I mean, that's always been a problem until we plant something large that will hold. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I was thinking of like hydrangeas, with the blue and the
Oh, they're
the-
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Spring's a ways away anyway.
People plant stuff on their little, but I mean, they go down and they water them. I see people
Yeah,
down there all the time.
right,
They
right.
water them, they look after them, they take care of them.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is something I think we should enforce is native plantings. I
Yeah.
looked at the stuff that was overgrowing the stone wall near the tomb.
Oh.
That huge clump
Yeah,
that
there's a lot of stuff there.
it's not poison ivy. It's pokeweed.
Oh,
Pokeweed with the berries on it, it's very good for birds.
oh,
So because I was gonna take it down, and I said, well,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take it down. The first frost will kill it all down to level,
Right.
then we'll clear it up. But
yeah,
I'll leave it there for the birds for now.
right, yeah. They're having
Because
a
I
hard
also
time with
think
the heat.
cemeteries should be somewhat of a natural habitat for
Absolutely.
Yeah.
birds and wildlife.
Yep.
Except for the lady that I saw poisoning, putting decon all around her stone.
Oh, no,
There's a lady down there, yeah.
oh my
She says the
goodness.
deer come up and eat her plants.
Oh, that's terrible
So
though,
she
the poor
puts
deer.
Poisons all around her stone, it's covered with poison.
Oh.
Maybe we should put that on the website.
Yep.
Maybe we
No
should
poison.
put no poisoning in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Well, because when it rains, what happens to it? It goes
It's
down
gonna-
into
Yeah,
that
that's
pond.
not
Yeah,
good,
yeah, and it can go into other grave sites and,
right? Can we have that added to the website?
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
please do
that's-
not poison the wildlife of the
That's not good.
cemetery.
Yeah.
I mean, it could kill birds.
Yeah,
Right,
kills everything.
Yeah,
right,
no, that's not good.
nope. Try coyote urine or something, don't poison the animals.
Right?
That'll scare the deer away, or at least it should.
Oh, they have things that is not poison that will detract them, that you can put down. that are not poisonous, so.
I don't want the deer to eat them, to jump on them there.
Right? All right.
All right,
I think
anything
that
else?
Brings us to.
Oh, yes, one more thing.
One more
okay.
thing.
A lady sent me a donation of $100,
Oh,
to help with cemetery expenditures.
very nice.
We don't have a donation account, so we have to set up a donation account,
Oh, okay.
which means that we have to write down what it can be used for, what it can't be used for, and it has to be submitted to the selectmen,
Oh,
and has to be approved.
Wow,
The one that I got today, the $100, I think we can use. She put it into an account that will be created for the future. So there is a $100 donation from Lucy Collins.
all right. Well, thank you for the donation.
So if anybody has any thoughts, you can let me know.
Did she say specifically what
What
she
to use it
would
for?
prefer it used for, or did she just leave it up to us?
She said the cemetery looked pretty good and she wanted to help with the expenditures.
Oh,
what's her
So-
name again?
Lucy Collins. She lives in Harrisville, Rhode Island,
oh,
and I did talk to her.
Does she have family buried there?
Yes,
Here? Yeah, okay.
so,
So, so we should specifically put what we would use donations for.
correct, we have to write up something,
Yeah,
of what donations can be used for and
Do-
what they cannot be used.
does it have to be real specific or general, like,
We
upkeep?
can't use them for mowing.
No, but like
right.
upkeep of cemetery, planting,
You could use them for preservation,
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
upkeep of the cemetery, well, she said that anything that the town pays for, like the mowing,
Uh-huh.
we can't put that with that to pay for the mowing. She did
Oh,
tell me
okay.
that.
So
Jean
we'll say
told me.
not mowing, but maybe like preservation, like.
beautification.
Right, if we had
cleaning.
no money to have the dead stuff cut out of that tree, we could have used it for that.
Okay,
Right.
If we wanted to put like a nice lock on the tomb,
there you go.
you could
Well,
use
if
that
you-
for
If
that.
you need one, I got a nice one at Coopman that I'll give you, cause I, after I realized it was not staying shut once it was on, I was like, okay, I'll just hang on to this then, so.
Oh,
And
okay,
it's like weatherproof, like it's got this plastic, like rubber coating on it, so like it won't rust, and it's got 2 keys and.
Good.
well, John Furno might even have some, if you
Something
wanna
like
talk to him, he might have something to put, cause I'm telling you, I'm not keeping the keys for that, he can keep them.
Right?
Out in town park. Well, we come and go.
Yeah,
I mean, people
right.
on this board come
Yeah.
and go.
Yeah.
Whereas the town department is always the town
Yeah.
department, they hold keys to everything else.
I'm not
Right.
leaving until they put me in that grave.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, but you can't unlock
I'm
the door.
kidding, I'm kidding.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I figured we could like,
I've never had anybody request themselves go in there, so.
right.
And it's also tough to open that door.
Yeah.
There's all the weeds and the
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff in
Yeah,
front of it.
it was stuck when I went down to look at it, and I actually had my husband,
pull.
on it, and he got it open no problem, but that's because he's like 6 feet tall, and my leverage was not very good. That's what I'm gonna blame it on, that I'm short. No.
The past mowers used to weed whack in there a little bit.
The what?
The past mowers.
Oh, right.
I don't know whether that has been kept clean, the little entrance to the tomb.
Okay,
It would be nice if that was weed whacked a little bit.
I can do that.
You can do that. I can always send my husband down to him.
He's got enough on his plate right now.
Oh, he does. Let me tell you.
Right. Do we want to plan for a September meeting?
Sure.
Just in case? Okay.
I mean, you guys can meet without me, you just don't.
That's true.
I think you just like me to talk.
Yeah.
Well, we just don't wanna do anything without you hearing about it,
Right. All right, so we'll pick a September date. Let's see, what are we on now? The 25th. So we
Just as
can
long as
keep
there's no
it
strobe lights down in the cemetery.
right.
There are a few weird lights down there though.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind those eternal
Do you wanna do,
great.
how's Thursday the 29th sound?
Sounds
September
beautiful.
29th?
Key Grace is doing the 27th.
Oh, really? Oh, boy, well.
The what is-
No, that's fine, my
What?
daughter.
Oh,
Do you want
I
me to
think
make
the
it the
week-
week before? We can totally do the
You
week
don't
before.
know.
Yeah, that's true, you don't. I could also do,
I mean, she can go any time in the month of September, I would think would be reasonable.
right.
Was
You could do
Billy
the-
born on her due date? No.
You know, I don't think so, but it was funny because I had a scheduled C-section and I was supposed to have her C-section that morning, but I went into labor at 5 a.m. and my C-section was scheduled for 9, so by the time the scheduled planned thing was occurring, she was already born.
Gosh, that's fabulous.
It was.
Key Grace was
She
doing
had her
Labor
own
Day, and I
time.
have her until like the 17th.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
So.
I haven't had any yet. So.
You haven't had any children yet?
No.
Oh, I miss my children. I love
I
children.
have tons of nieces and nephews though.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's good. They
Yeah.
keep you young.
Yep, they do.
All right, so we'll put it for the 29th, unless you'd rather do the 15th. We can do the 15th. Is that
No, I'll
any
keep
better?
it on the 29th. that's fine.
Okay. All right.
Very good.
We'll say 10:30 a.m. again.
Yep.
Yep. 10:27.
All right.
Do all
Sounds
meetings
fine.
have to be public? Like if we have a little workshop to come up with stuff to put on the website? Like supposing we just sit down here and write up, we don't have to
No, that
call
doesn't.
that a meeting?
I think if it's a quorum, you still have to call it a meeting. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
You'd probably have to check with Matt on that, but I'm pretty sure if it's any type of quorum that's discussing something related to the cemetery, I would think it would have to be a meeting.
okay, well,
I think.
cause you might wanna schedule something just to work on,
Yeah.
what we want on the website
Right.
and what we want to present to the selectmen for a donation
Okay.
account.
So
You know, what can it be used for, what can't it be used for?
Right.
And then-
I only know that Jean told me it cannot be used for mowing because the town already funds that.
I'll
um,
put those two things for discussion on the next meeting, but we can just keep it rolling and,
If you,
you know.
when you're home, like I
until-
said, with your
until it's a
coffee
full
and write down
purpose.
on a piece of paper what you would like, you
Yeah,
know? And I mean, you could, I also get a lot of input from people that have family members buried there too. You can also ask people there.
Yeah.
If you wanna put something out on Facebook, you can also
Yeah.
do that in your
Okay.
preservation group,
sure.
you know,
Asking what they think donations should be used for?
yeah.
Okay.
What,
I'll ask if there's plot holders. I can even just ask in the Douglas group, or
yep, you could.
I'll ask in the volunteer group too.
You
Yeah,
know.
sure, I'll do that.
Because people that have family members buried there have a say in my
On what
mind
donations
of
should
everything
be
too.
used. Yeah, okay.
Did you see I put on
I did,
the
yep.
website
I
that
saw the request about the dogs,
the
yep.
dogs not to defecate in the cemetery,
Yeah.
please?
I haven't seen anybody walking their dog in there lately.
No, not since, I've been in and out of there a lot
Gone
now.
quiet, huh?
These, I think, are also yours. These are financials.
Okay.
Okay, and if no one has anything else, I guess I'll make a
Meeting is
motion to adjourn.
adjourned at,
Time.
11:17.
11:17. Oh, that's good.
Do we have to second and,
Third it.
Yep, seconded, or did I make the
And
motion?
all
I don't know.
approved.
Okay.
approved?
I think we're
Aye.